versus me in my 30s.
Let go empire.
And that's really what it boils down to. I was more of an asshole in my 20s than I am in my 30s.
Okay.
So if you were able to survive my 20s,
dude,
if you were able to,
I can have survival right now.
if you could have survived my 20s and the way I talked to you, the way I disrespected, however I decided to carry it at that time. If you were able to make it to my 20s, then how I look at you in my 30s is different. Because again, especially if we're not physical anymore. So now we've lost the physical element for whatever reason. They could have got boyfriends, husbands, or whatever.
What time you got, bro?
8:40. We want to end this at 9? We can end this at 9. Yeah.
However we ended that, so I can say that that the one or two or three for real that are still around after my 20s, that love is different. The ones that I lost in my 20s were supposed to be lost.
But true. All right, so what I'm asking you is if any of those ones that you've had that love for decided that they wanted to be a part of your life.
No, they couldn't. It wouldn't work.
It couldn't. Why?
Because we've been separated for a certain amount of time. Because
you've been separated for that time.
We can't. There's nothing. We can't reconnect on anything.
Hey, but if they didn't separate themselves for that amount of time, would you still have that love for them?
I don't know, because they didn't. I can't put an if in there because they didn't. That's true. Like, I can't say if you stuck. Then of course I would say by record, yes. If you stuck around and made it, then yes, we would be something different. But I can't say if because
I'm not talking about to an extent of you pushing something to any other extent other than being friends.
No, once I've lost you, you can't come back and regain friendship. I can still talk to you. Like if you I know I said chick. She had a problem with her husband. Now, we hadn't spoken prior to when I seen her for probably like maybe 7 to 8 years. Whenever the fuck I was working at the particular hospital I was working at the time. Hadn't seen her since we were getting together back then. She got married, got a kid, and everything. Ran into her one morning. She says, "Hey, no, I ran into her now." She hit me on Facebook, said, "Hey, I need to ask you a question." I haven't spoken to her in years. She's got married, like I said, got a kid and everything. I say, "Cool, hit my line," because because like you said, I can still talk to you.
Facts.
So she hit me. She told me she had problems with her husband. She says, "Hey, can you give me advice on this?" Cool, I'll give you advice on that, and I haven't spoken to her since. That was like late last year. There's nothing that can be reestablished.
True, and that's fine. But the fact that you actually took the time out to talk to her, work her through her shit, because you didn't have to.
1,000%. But she was again. But I said earlier, it depends on how we part ways. We didn't part ways off no fuck shit. We parted ways because she wanted more and I didn't want more.
Okay, so let's say
I got something.
You didn't care about her in the same aspect.
Then that's not. Then you can hit me as useless.
There you go.
So go ahead. So you know, so like you know how sometimes you like disconnect with somebody, like you can't like reconnect and like I know sometimes if I disconnect with somebody and we reconnect, it's kind of like we like right back to how it was. Because we have a natural, you know, they know me, I know them.
That's
it's
true.
Natural, you know. So you don't think that could happen?
There's one woman in my life now who I've known her for about probably since about 20 years, almost 20 years now. And she goes through what she goes through. I go through what I go through. She's been where she's been. I've been where she's been. And we know where she's been at. And when she comes back around, it's like we never missed a beat. But here's the kicker.
Okay.
I've been in love with her since high school.
Okay.
So in that 20 years, I've never, for 20 years, I've loved the same person. I've never stopped loving her.
Okay.
Like that's the only person who I can say, one woman that I've never.
Me first.
Never stopped loving her.
I got a question first.
Go ahead.
Have you ever told her how you felt?
That's one of the main things I was about to ask.
Nigga, I knew it.
Not only have I told her, but before her and I even ever slept together, which was probably maybe.
So you have stepped up. You have stepped up.
15 years after
Applause.
the fact.
That's okay.
15 years after the fact. We had. You know, but again, we was well on. We adults. You know, whatever. It wasn't back when, you know, we first met, whatever. So all that did was like, damn, like, so I still love her. Always gonna love her. I have the deepest amount of love for her. She can run me from here to fucking around the world 2 times over. Because I am because again, but with her,
I never heard.
But with her, I am in love with her. But I've been in love with her for almost 20 years.
See, all right, so
there's no woman. There's no woman.
Somebody tell me this.
Yes, sir.
I know he's saying.
One of you.
He's saying that no other woman could come and do the same type of shit.
Nothing. Never.
I know exactly what the fuck
There's
is
never been a woman that could talk
that
to me a
impress
certain
me.
way.
That impress him now like that.
I hear that. I hear you.
Okay, Zach, what you about to say?
But all I want to ask you guys, because I need to go at some point. So
This is the last one. This is the last one. Part 5.
Where is the? Oh, I'm good. Trust me. Oh, I do need
No,
some water.
I seen him live.
But-
Yeah, he need water.
I
He need
have
water.
too.
I do need some water, but
Let me fill up this Brita.
I need to ask. You gotta relax, yo. But at the end of the day, I need to ask y'all:
What?
where's the line drawn
That's the
between what he said and
What I'm saying.
Where right?
That's the sad part.
He said you're saying
It's-
everything.
it's-
Where's the
it's-
line
it's no
drawn
dif-
between?
it's no line.
Where's the line drawn between? I'm in love with you, and
To be honest, even though there's a definition of love, it's very varied. It's all over the love can be all over the place.
Well, that's the hard part, huh? I can't.
So how can you say
that's the problem.
it's specified to one concept?
Because I'll never let no one else trick me the way I let her do. Unfortunately, she has got herself in a position in my life that I can't. That she has this special hold over me, and this is before the physical. Understand? So she's had this special hold over me before we even got physical.
True.
So she has a whole separate power over me, and this is like words. Like this is God. So other women, like I said, the way I talk to other women, I shouldn't have been allowed to talk to other women that way. She can talk to me however the fuck she wants and leave, disappear for 6 months, call me, and I'm right back stuck.
Yep.
It just that kind of love for her is different. So I view her differently than I'm going to look at her. And it's some sucker simp shit. Also, keep it funky with you. It's some sucker simp shit. Because no way in hell should I take my time to put that type of effort into someone who really don't really look at who loves me, but couldn't love me the same way. And I know that for a fact. She can't love me the same way I can love her.
Oh man! Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
I should, as a grown ass man,
ready.
I should not feel the way I feel about someone who I know for a fact can never feel the same way about me. No matter how hard she tries, says, or what she does, she could never have the same type of love I have for her. But I gave her that. I gave her that ability to have that power over me. So I'm in a fucked up position when it comes to her.
I'm about to cry.
So have you done that
6
opposite
minutes.
way? Have you provided that same type of love to somebody
And
to
took
the
it away
point where
from
they
her?
said that
Yeah, 100%.
and they said that I can't live without the love that you have for me.
I've been with women who to this day still want to be with me,
Right.
but when they try to get back in, if she calls again, they don't exist.
Damn.
So,
Okay, so let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. So why do you
even regardless to everything that you already know,
and you already said it. So why do you allow that to like?
I've never been caught up like this before.
Damn.
This is something that this is
this is new for the podcast right here. Big homie Stump.
This
Big
is
homie.
This is Julian.
I've never
Tony.
seen it before.
Julian, Tony, big homie.
I can't,
He's stuck.
Bro,
I feel him 1,000%. I felt like that about.
I know what you're talking about.
She could. I can get into it's women who have like come bring your dogs, come live with me. Like we can build from. I have a house, I have a career, I got all of it. Let's make this shit pop. Shorty can call me, and she has, and that joint will never exist.
Damn.
and she don't have half of what the other woman has, but I have a different kind of love for her than I have for any woman I've ever met.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the bond. That's
our friendship. Our friendship alone is so deep that there's not too many friends of the opposite sex. Again, this is prior to even being physical. So this is again just what we have, just on some mental connection, conversation shit, tolerant shit. That I am beyond infatuated. I am in a different kind of love with her than I am with any woman I have ever encountered in my entire life.
Wow.
She holds weight over me. The only way that she don't hold weight is if I really get into a point where I'm just beyond fed the fuck up. Where if I block that number, I have to throw the phone out the window so that number never exists again in my life.
Wow. I get it.
I can never have contact with that joint again. That's what I'm saying. When you ask, is there different kinds of love? I can tell you from experience.
That's a different kind of love.
I can tell you from experience.
Can't do it.
There is a that is so when we're physical, when we've been physical, Slim, that shit hit different. That shit hit different. She said it.
That's facts.
She said she can feel it. That shit hit different when we're physical. Because now, after it's said and done, if we still awake, we can have a conversation. We might talk. She may just lay the fuck there. And I might lip dick and all, just like sit there. Like we cooling on some regular shit.
But also, remember I told you?
What?
Time is the main thing.
Right. She has about 20.
But
You trying to end the podcast with your
no.
Fuck outta here.
All I'm saying is that no, you're right. That is actually very real. I've never known anybody to ever say that to me.
Do both of y'all believe in the one? Do y'all
I've
both
never
believe
heard
in the
anybody
one?
say it to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you believe in
in
that
the
there's the one for you? Like there's like one person that might be for you.
No, I don't believe that.
That's part of my problem.
I believe that.
I believe it's her, and that's my problem. I've convinced myself, and it's hard. And I don't know if anyone.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know if anyone else can convince me differently.
Sorry, we're not talking about sports. Sorry.
You know damn well I can't. I'm a grown ass man over here. Look. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that there is the actual one. I believe that there is a person that will come into your life.
Another podcast. I shouldn't ask.
All right, my bad. I'm not gonna
we got 2 minutes. We gotta wrap it up a little bit.
I believe there's a person that may come into your life that puts you in a position to where you believe that everything else that you have been conditioned
was
and
a lie.
Thought about, worrying about.
Bitch came in, shook the room. She shook the table.
No, she doesn't even have to be that. Just somebody who just makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel like this is where you need to be in your life.
For sure.
These are concepts where anybody can do that. But it also pertains to you.
That's true.
What you deal with, what you have dealt with, what you consider to be that in your life. Like,
hold on, Zach. We got 1 minute.
I just feel like everything is two ways. But go ahead.
No. Introduce yourself, Zach.
My bad.
Your socials and stuff.
I'm Zach. You know what I'm saying?
You always change your fucking shit, nigga.
Hey, look, I'm King Righteous on IG. Look. Follow me. If you can't find me, it is what it is. It don't matter.
Nah, don't follow him. He don't believe in love. He don't believe in love. All right, Tony. Give me your shits.
Big homie, let him know.
Listen, you can catch me on IG with nothing but memes, never my face. 36_looking25.
Facts.
Because I got a young face. You know what I'm talking about?
Blood.
That 100%. If
That's
you like animals, you can follow my dogs at Nairobi the Bully. Nairobi_the THE Bully.
That's facts.
On Instagram or Duke the Bully.
Strong arm.
You know what I'm talking about? They on Instagram too. And then I'm on Facebook.
Well, so I didn't expect for this to go the way it did, but it did. Expect this soon. I'm going to try to break this up because I can't just drop 5 parts and shit, but we going it's 5. Man.
Nigga.
We was rapping. But thank y'all for listening, whoever's listening. I appreciate y'all. And make sure my clothing line, my website is up. Go get some shirts. Stop going to the website not buying shit, nigga. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. But no, but yeah, go to guysweare.com. Thank y'all.
you, bro.
Black Gold, baby.
Echo Empire.
Yeah. Okay.